Hey, welcome back to the Sage Patch. If you're new here, I am Tiffany and this is my latest grocery haul. Second one that I've gotten from Naturally a Deal. I'll post their website link below. Loving them. Fun selection of things and really excited for the meat that I've been able to get for the dogs. Very cool. And if you are a meat consumer yourself, you may like some of their selections as well. So let's dive in. I'll show you what I got real fast here. A couple repeat items and then a few fun new things. So starting from the top, I got a case of organic tomato salsa. This is medium, no added sugar. I was really excited about the ingredient list on here too because yes, I'm getting tomatoes from the garden, and yes, I made the most delicious salsa I have ever made before. I don't know if I posted that video yet or not, but did I even do a video of it? I don't even know because it was just so good. All I can remember is the flavor of it. Oh, but yeah, these are great. For the price, you know, put them on your pantry, just have it available, and when you can get it with no artificial preservatives, flavors, or sweeteners, no added sugar, period, and it's like water, jalapenos, tomato paste, onion, dehydrated onion, distilled vinegar, salt, cayenne, pepper, tomato juice. Should I say water and tomatoes? All organic, all whole food ingredients, none of that citric acid, which is really bad for you, none of that sodium chloride, which isn't good for you either. Just whole foods, ready to go in a jar. So like, how can you beat that? And so that you know, this was 12 jars in the case for $14.86. Pretty cool price, right? That was the other reason why I just had to do it. So, going on the shelf. Next up, I have my thawing, which is why I have to do this video fast because this meat is thawing very quickly and it's starting to melt onto the counter. So I have a towel underneath of it, but I got these Cornish game hens and I love them. The dogs love them. And get one open. I'll show you. It says assorted pieces, but they come as a whole hen. So minus the innards and the head, right? But it's a whole piece. I thought it was just gonna be like random bits and stuff. They're not. So it does come in this one bag. What is it? 20 pounds? Oh no, 30 pounds. Oh wow, I thought it was 20 pounds. 30 pounds. Oh yeah, these are perfect to I gotta repackage these into like meal-sized portions. I put them in Ziploc bags and then I freeze them. So these are perfect, ready to go. So look at, oh my gosh, this is a great size one too. Look at this. This is what they call assorted pieces. This is a whole Cornish game hen, like I said, minus the insides and the head. Cleaned, ready to go. I mean, the dogs could eat everything, but crazy awesome. They love these. I refreeze them and thaw them slightly, and they're for breakfast for them. They get a bone meal for breakfast. They love it. And let's see, these are for 30 pounds. One box of these is $23.22. Less than $1 a pound. I think it's like 79 cents or something a pound. That's awesome! It's totally awesome. So I got 3 boxes. 1, 2, and 3 down there. So wow, that's really cool. 90 pounds of food. Oh my guys, so exciting. So that's those boxes. Then over here is some of that other crazy amazing meat. I got beef clod. It is from the chuck section of the bowl, their shoulder area. Yeah, oh, this one's melting too. Okay, so we gotta get going on this, but it's a huge slab. Can you kind of see? There's some liquid in here, so I don't wanna like, yeah, there you go. It's 2 hunks like it was last time. And there's definitely some fat on it, but I'm gonna trim it up and I'll weigh it out, see how much actual like lean meat, lean enough for my dogs, and then what the fat is, and then I still have to figure out what I'm gonna do with the fat. Like, I think you can turn it into some sort of like lard or something, right? I was watching a video about them packing meat in fat. Like you render down the fat to its like a liquid state, and then you submerge the meat in there and then cool it, and then it solidifies around the meat, preserving that meat without refrigeration. So I gotta look more into that because that sounds fascinating. I'd love to give that a go. We'll see. So I have the fat from last month still in the freezer, so then combined with this. And last month I just got one because I didn't even know what beef cod was. And the dogs love it. I slice it kind of like in steak slices, the way that, you know, it's like the slab and just slice it up for them. They love it. They just get a whole one as a, yeah, here you go. Again, mostly frozen because they prefer their meat a little bit frozen. They don't like it completely thawed to take a big slab. If it's thawed stuff, they want it in more bite-sized pieces. So I got 2 boxes of those because I can't beat this price on beef. So let's see, it is 40 pounds for $55. So in my last video, I calculated out how much that came out to, like the net weight minus the fat, and then just the total weight, but it's still a crazy amazing price for beef. So beef, y'all. Okay, there's those. More buckets because I seem to always run out of buckets, and yeah, so I have some items still that need to be packaged properly, and I have the Mylar bags, 5-gallon size, to go in these, which apparently I need to use. I was thinking I could just store stuff directly in the bucket, but apparently you also need Mylar and then an oxygen absorber, of course, when you use Mylar. But like, this is just a little painful process here, so it's only going to be for the really long-term stuff. So if it's something I'm going to use within 6 months to a year, maybe even like 12 to 15 months, I'm just going to put it in the bucket and just let it go. But if it's I'm expecting longer term, you know, for a couple years, then I'll be a little bit more particular with it and kind of do like all the steps. But anyway, 2 buckets and the lids. And they got good prices on these too. So $19.26 for 2 lids and buckets. So this is my exciting project for me. So got all the meat for the dogs, excited for them. So grateful for this find. And then I got organic cabbage. Okay, everything comes in a case, so these are just for sample purposes, so to show them to you. I have everything else in the cooler right now because I have to like do something with it quick. It's definitely not going to fit in the fridge. Yeah, so sauerkraut. I got a case of them, 45 pounds for $56.76. So what's that? Like I said, a little bit over, you know, $1 a pound. Organic cabbage. And it's what I estimated was going to be 15 heads, and it came out to actually 14, so pretty cool. Now I need to figure out my ratio to put like salt. I wanted to actually do it. I want to make the sauerkraut in a bucket. Forgot about that. That's how, before I pack it with grains, I need to do this. I don't know how much salt to put in for a 5-gallon bucket. Normally it's like, you know, maybe I could just, it's like 1 head per quart on average. And you add your salt. So how many quarts is in a 5-gallon? Maybe I'll go that route. I don't know. But I'm excited for all this sauerkraut. I am planting cabbage in the garden, but I couldn't beat the deal. I was like, you might as well get it while the getting is good, and then make sure you've got some stuff stored up and ready to go, and then everything coming from the garden is going to be bonus. On top of it, we can eat fresh. We can make more sauerkraut. I could do some coleslaw. I can actually freeze some of them and use the peels to make like cabbage rolls. Once you've frozen them and then take them out, they have like a cooked texture, and they're like, they don't crack. Then you can roll them up, and like I can stuff, you know, like a walnut meat type of thing in there. It would be really good. Walnut and sun-dried tomatoes. Oh my gosh, and seasoning. And maybe some cauliflower rice. Ooh, that'd be really good. Anyway, case of cabbage. And to go with my sauerkraut, well, it's actually a side bonus, but I got garlic. Organic Christopher Ranch fresh garlic, product of USA. So I was happy for that too, which is why I got them. And they come in a bag of 18 bulbs for $17. and 20 cents. So not even $1 a bulb for organic garlic, which is great. So I got 2 bags, which I'd forgotten I even gotten 2 bags. And what I want to do is ferment this garlic. I'm putting garlic in like everything I'm fermenting, like every jar of fermentation stuff, whatever veggies I'm doing, garlic goes in there. It's just like default, must go in. And then it's so good. So garlic always goes in at the bottom, so to stop it from floating up, you know, the top and breaking the, you know, the plane of the water and potentially getting, you know, bacteria and all in it, or mold. I put it at the bottom, so the veggies all hold it down. Well, so at the end of your jar of eating it, you get the garlic, and it's like this great, amazing, delicious bonus. Who gets the garlic? You can eat a whole clove. Just it's not that harsh sting, you know, that heat of the garlic has been mellowed out, and it is just so savory and yummy. It's out of this world. So I'm gonna do a jar just of garlic. Like, why not ferment an entire jar? And then I'm gonna need some garlic for my sauerkraut too, so it worked out good. I got 2 extra bags. I do still have garlic that I grew in the garden, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. And when I saw this available and at the price, I was like, well, you better get it while it's there and take advantage of it, and then continue using your own garlic. And potentially, if I like the size of these cloves, I may save a few to actually plant this fall, you know, in the garden to grow some more garlic. So, and there's even random side note. I know I have all these random side notes. There's an organic farm nearby here that does amazing regenerative farming there. That is so cool what they're doing. They've got some garlic available right now too. So I think next week I'm gonna order some stuff, some of the garlic from them, and that I will as well for sure save some to plant because they've grown it here. They've grown it in our area, so I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. So there's the garlic. Low battery came on, so I don't know if it continues recording correctly yet, so I just had to step away to turn that off, right? So, I think the only other thing I got, all of those, yeah, just one other thing was I got a 50-pound bag of baking soda, and it was $37.65. 50 pounds for $37.65. If you get what a great price that is, I had to get it. We have a pool here, and my husband uses a lot of baking soda as part of the whole process for keeping the pool clean. And of course, use baking soda otherwise. I don't bake with it, but I use it for a lot of other things too, which is really good. I'm like, how could you beat that price? So I'm not sure how to store the baking soda though. Because it's in a, I mean, it's on the floor, but I'm not picking it up to show you because that's just too much. But it's in like a potato sack kind of bag, so it's paper, and then but it's a 2-layer type of paper bag, and I don't know if I can store it in there and or for how long, or if it has to go in a bucket. I gotta look into that. I don't know if you guys know, but let me know. But there you have it. This was this month's August. We're in August, right? August grocery haul from Naturally a Deal. They do once a month deliveries, no delivery charge at this moment in time. Who knows how things will change, but that's a really nice bonus. And they have 8 states that they service right now with their truck delivery, and they're looking to expand. So check them out and see the things that they have. Changes all the time. They don't hold all this inventory. They did just get grains back in stock, so they've got all the wheat now available. So that's really kind of cool. I looked at it, but I was like, ooh, I had to go with Cabbage. I'll get some wheat, I think maybe next month if they still have it. It's not a big thing for me because I don't use it to make all the breads and, you know, the flours and all that stuff. I don't do the milling of the grains to bake things and all. But I am considering, the one thing we do like to store is pasta, and I like brown rice pasta, but I'm thinking at some point it might be fun to learn how to make my own pasta. Just saying, because if I use really good grain and make my pasta, you know, maybe it won't be so bad. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for stopping by and checking this out. And I will see you next month on the next grocery haul, but probably sooner with another video. I've got a couple lined up for you, and one I'm actually currently editing, so I hope to get that posted tomorrow or the next day or so. Anyway, you'll see me again soon. And thanks for watching. Do all the fun stuff and keep on growing. Bye for now.